Hey everyone, thanks for checking out the video. Lots going on today, I can tell you that. So as you can see from the picture, I made my way to Project 16 in Shibuya. They had a bunch of the new reissues, I guess. I don't know if those two words go well together, but they had Wolverine, they had Carnage, they had Gambit, and they had the comic classic Spider-Man, which I mentioned in the previous video. Now, the person that I normally talk to, the store manager, wasn't there. She wasn't available. There were a couple of other workers there. They're friendly enough, but they're not very helpful. So I wasn't able to get a whole lot of information from them. But what I did get, I am going to share with you. So please sit back and allow me to at least tell you what I found. Now, before I do that, I do want to say that, that a lot of people have been saying that how wrong I was about the Wolverine. Again, I go to the store, I communicate with one or two particular people who seem to be in the know, and they've been very knowledgeable in the past. They've told me about releases before they happened, reissues before they happened, and I have then gone on to convey it to you guys. So I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not trying to predict what's coming out. I simply go. I communicate with the store manager for Medicom. This is a Medicom employee. It's a lot different than, I know someone mentioned, a Walmart and Marvel Legends. Walmart employees telling you what's coming out with Marvel Legends. Totally different animal. These are Medicom employees. They're basically like a district manager for Hasbro. If Hasbro also was a lot smaller and people were able to communicate and sit in on meetings. For those of you who've never lived in Japan, you really don't understand how important meetings are to the Japanese. So the fact that these people are privy to this type of information is really what I go by. And again, whatever they tell me, I tell you. I'm not keeping secrets. I'm not trying to sell off some of my figures before things come out. The Black Hush Batman, the Jean Grey, when those were reissued, a lot of people were pretty hostile to me. I'm just trying to let you guys know so you're not going out buying scalper rates. These things are coming out, and save your money. So with that being said, again, I was there. The person that I normally talk to wasn't available for me to talk to. But as you can see, these three figures were there. Now, the Wolverine and the Carnage are 8,580 yen each. The Gambit is 9,680 yen. And the classic Spider-Man was, I believe, about the same as Gambit. I could be wrong. So forgive me for that. So these are out. These are available. Now, I asked to see the three of these. And when I did, they came out of the storeroom, out of the back, and they had the Carnage and they had the Gambit. They didn't have the Wolverine. They had to look around a little bit for the Wolverine, which, this is my speculation. Maybe the Wolverine's in a little bit shorter supply than the other two. I don't know. I mean, the fact that they had to look a little bit, and it wasn't easy for them to locate it, whereas the other two were a bit easier. I don't know. I'm just telling you my experience, and to kind of be wary and be vigilant when these things finally do go up for pre-order or sale through AmiAmi or HobbyLink Japan or whatever it is you guys are buying from. So I was in the store. I did ask about a couple of other things. I did ask about some of the other figures that people are kind of clamoring for. I'm going to be honest, the people that I spoke to didn't really know anything. And that's really where a lot of you are kind of looking at my situation with the Medicom people. Most of them can't tell you anything, to be honest. Most of them don't know. So the one person, there's actually two, but there's one main person that I do talk to who's very kind, very nice, very engaging, and I get a lot of information from that particular encounter. Now, I did ask about other figures. Again, they were kind of unsure. I asked about the brown Wolverine again. Maybe there was a mix-up in the communication to me. Maybe they meant to say the yellow one instead of the brown one. And what I got, again, I wasn't talking to the same person. What I got was that, yeah, it's probably coming out. It's probably coming out this year. So, again, for those of you who don't have a Wolverine, here's your chance now with the tiger stripe. It is blue. It's not black. Some of you were wondering. It's blue, not black. It's the same color as the first one, the first release, which I do have. So if you don't have a Wolverine, this is your chance. If you really want the brown one, I think the brown one is better. I like the brown one better myself. There's still hope that later on this year you're going to get it. Now, I asked about some other figures. Again, they couldn't help. I then asked about the endoskeleton, the Terminator endoskeleton, which Medicom just posted is releasing in February, and the staff was puzzled. They were perplexed. They didn't know, which, again, I mean, it all depends on who you talk to. They said it's still scheduled for April. It's still in their system for April, even though Medicom put on Instagram that it's scheduled to come out in February. The people in the store said it's in the system for April. So I don't know what's going on there. It's really puzzling. The figures that are scheduled for February are the Captain America and the Mandalorian 2.0. For March, the only figure they could tell me that they're pretty confident is being released is the Winter Soldier. That's it. There was no talk about Batman with the horse, which I was told there's a chance comes out in February. So we'll see where everything goes. I'm going to go back to the store and try to... It's a bit hectic there, obviously, with everything that's going on. I'm going to head back to the store and try to catch that person or one of the other people that I do talk to and see if they can be helpful. So it was a bit chaotic in the store when I was there, and that might have played a little bit of a part in them not being able to help me. But either way, these are the things I learn. When I learn them, I convey it to you. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help out fellow collectors. So take that as you will. If you want to listen to what I say, do it. If you don't. It's up to you. But I'm just trying to give people a heads up and pass along as much information as I can. With that being said, thanks again for watching the video. Appreciate it. And take care. See you next time.